Hi guys, I hope you guys doing well. This is your coach Shahid Zaman Khan, and I got the message again. I got the message that hard and low, very effective shot, very important shot. Hard and low can be used in so many different angles. In so many different angles you can use hard and low. Hard and low, when you're hitting that hard and low on easy weak straight drive, you're hitting hard and low, that can bounce behind this red line here. First bounce and then second bounce need to die. Second bounce need to die. So that hard and low call all the way back. You're using the back court in that. And then one hard and low you're hitting and finishing the ball in the front court. In the front court, when you're hitting the ball too low here, it can end here. But make sure when you're using that shot, you have to use very close to the wall. Very close to the wall. Means when you're hitting that straight drive, you need to be attached in the wall. Means when you're using that shot, see, it's like the ball is glued in the wall. If you're using the weak shot, that's what I learned and listened from one of the person who was messaging that my club has an older person who's beating everyone. And he has hard and lows from every angle. He used those hard and lows. No one can catch those shots. In order to play with a good player, the first thing you have to improve your pace, your high pace. The difference as a club coach for 10 years, learning that what is the difference in good and bad players? The difference is your good pace. If your pace is high, you become a great player. That's why if you're a great player, but you're playing with professionals who are incredible players, they can make you tired in a few rallies. They can destroy you in a few rallies, and they can bring your breath or your heart in your mouth in few rallies because the pace of the ball is so high. That's why, so that guy who messaged me, I hope he watched that video and he understands that in order to beat a great player, if he is using a tight game, you have to use the tight game too. Sometimes a very hard hitter you're playing, you can't hit the ball hard with him. You can switch the side and play a relaxed game, means a soft squash, a mixed creative squash with less power. Because with so many hard hitters sometimes, when you're hitting the ball hard and he's hitting the ball hard, you're hitting the ball hard, so you're both playing goof squash. So you have to have the brain. You have to have the brain so you can change the pace of the game. If you think the player is hard hitter, he hits the ball too hard, so you have to bring your pace down. Sometimes when you do that, bring the pace down, your opponent forget what shot I'm going to use. But you have to stick with the rally. You have to retrieve his hard and lows and great shots. So I was talking about the hard and low. One hard and low, which I talked in the video before, that hard and low, you're doing the rallies, and make space and hitting that hard and low from behind this box. And one is when you are all the way back, you keep doing the rallies, keep doing the rallies till you're not getting the weak return. When you get the weak return, move back and then use that hard and low. When you have the perfection, it's going to take time to get the perfection. When you have that perfection, your shot's going to be glued in the wall and it's going to die in the back. It's a beautiful shot. And one, again, from the back area, you can still use the front court shot. Rally going on and suddenly you're going to aim very low over there. Very low. So can see that very close to the pin from the back here. See? When you're using that shot, you're going to use it very low. So, you're going to aim very low from the back. When you're hitting that shot low here, it's going to end. By the time it's reached in this red line, it's going to die. So, that shot is very effective. You can use that shot on the forehand side. I saw the players and I was doing that too. So many times, rather than hitting with the slices, you can use the slice in the front here. So racket goes up and using that slice. But make sure again, the ball needs to travel very close to the wall. When it's traveled very close to the wall, you're not going to be thinking this is your winner. It will be your winner. When you're using that shot too tight, your opponent tries to retrieve that ball and give you the shot in your mouth. So use those shots and you will see a huge difference. The same thing, you're going to use those shots from the backhand side. So backhand side again, the shot you are hitting very close here, it can end up dying before it reaches the red line. The swing goes up and down. Swing goes up and putting the swing down, hard and low. So here up and down. So it's a very effective shot from this area and from that area, rally, quick return. See, the ball's gonna die. Ball's gonna bounce here and then ball's gonna die in the back. Same thing from the back. Same thing from the back. Keep the rally going. Keep the rally going till you get the weak return. As soon you get the weak return, hard and low. Sometimes when you're using those shots, you're gonna wait. You're gonna be very patient. Why? Because if the game starts and you try to win that point, consistently hitting hard and lows, trying hard and low, that hard and low can be a problem. Because that hard and low can come in the middle and you're going to have trouble. So one thing, you have to get the perfection. Keep doing that practice so you can get the perfection. Perfection means that it needs to come very tight. If it's tight, it's your perfection. And the other thing is that you have to be patient, keep the rally going. In between the rallies, a good position and a nice swing. On the forehand side, you're going to little bit flatter your swing. Little flatter your swing. When you flat your swing, point to that point. So when you're using that area over there, I'm going to show you in the middle what is the beauty of hitting the ball flat. When you're using that flat shot, basically using that flat shot on the straight drive, but I'm going to point that to explain you that when you're hitting that ball hard and low with the straight face of your racket, the ball will touch the front wall and then it travels straight rather than like this. See? Flat swing goes up. So it's no coming back from the back wall. There is no coming of that shot from the back wall. You can use that on the backhand side, but backhand side is a little harder because backhand side people are doing mostly slices. They slice, they move and they slice the ball. But on the forehand side, you have the ability, you have to go with the flat swing. See? So if your shot, it's just explanation, but if you're using that shot in the length and that's hard and low, other thing that's close in the wall, one thing that you're hitting hard and low and it don't travel like this. So it travels straight and hard and low. How hard it is when opponent is traveling from somewhere else and opponent reach, there is nothing to there is no space to, you can't work. There's no much space to work on them. So make sure when you play squash, that what we learned, that when you play squash, you have to play squash like a chess. You have to use your brain. When you're using your brain, you play great squash. So I hope these things will solve the problem when you play with good players, because you can't beat good players on just playing defensive squash. You have to be a fighter to keep the rallies going on with them till they don't give you a weak return. So these things will give you a high pace and it improves your level in the game. When you play with good players, this can be your winners. This can be, you will damaging so many people, they can't do anything, because if the ball is too tight, they can just retrieve and they can be more defensive with you rather than play aggressive squash. So when you play with aggressive squash, sometimes what they say is that when you play with a very good aggressive squash, you have to do the same thing what your opponent is doing with you. What your opponent is doing with you, you have to be doing the same thing with him. Again, I need to share this. I need to share this because I hope the youngsters will get a lot of benefit from this. A great Jamshed Khan, my uncle says Yasin, Mo Yasin, who made him world champion. So I says, Uncle, Jamshed came out from the match and says, what you did with the opponent? Because Jamshed was a simple player with less strokes, but he was a retriever, so he can retrieve the ball, he can throw any drop shot, any nick, he can get the ball back. So uncle says, what you did with him in the court? So uncle, what I did with him, I was copying him in the court. Whatever he's doing with me, I was doing with him. Whatever he was making me move, I was making him move. So I hope, these youngsters can learn from these little words, and that can be a great advice for them. May God bless you all. Respect your parents, older or younger. God bless you all. Thank you so much.